Tomorrow, Barbers Hill ISD will offer in-person school on day one, and the rare move has sparked criticism. Welcome back to the 411. I'm Rekha Muttaraj. One viewer complained to us claiming that Barbers Hill teachers have COVID and staff are not being told the truth. Sherman Chow went to the district for answers. Here's what she found.
Barbers Hill ISD is offering on-campus in-person learning on day one. 80% of parents have chosen that option, but there are opponents. For example, we got this email claiming teachers are testing positive, staff are being forced not to tell or lose their jobs, even being lied to. So we went straight to Barbers Hill ISD, which says last week an employee learned about potential exposure, got tested, was positive, notified school and government authorities. Now, that person had socialized with 2 other employees off campus, and all 3 are being quarantined. The district adds that health officials requested those impacted and the district wait to speak about it until contact tracing was completed.
But sometimes we do ask them to give us time to do accurate contact tracing.
The Chambers County Health Department.
And it helps sometimes to not spread incorrect or potentially alarming information. We hope that people are honest with us.
Barbers Hill says late Monday, the staffer tested positive. Tuesday, quarantines were in place. Wednesday, coworkers were notified in a staff meeting. The district also says no one was ever threatened with their job. We're told that a second person also tested positive, a new hire teacher that has never been on campus. That person also quarantining. Rural Barbers Hill has just 6,000 students. Like districts everywhere, there are new safety protocols, including plastic sneeze guard style dividers, face shields, thermometers, and more.
The true goal of everyone ought to be to absolutely be as safe as you can and perform the essential task of educating kids as we are tasked to do.
Sherman Chow, KHOU 11 News.